Good morning, Lance. How you doing? Oh, busy, busy morning. Brenda, Brenda. Yeah, I went out and got three ships this morning, and I just got done posting the last ship, so they're all posted. They're all online. How's everybody doing this morning? Good, I hope. Been a little busy around here. Lance, you're on your way to work, are you? I'll be right back. I'm going to pitch some peanuts. Be right back. Yeah, good, thanks. I'm back. Oh. Hey, Justin, where are you at? Maybe he's not back yet. Jody. Lance, of course, is here, but I think he's on his way to work. I could be wrong. Yeah, when I got 3 ships this morning, got them edited, posted. Just kept me scrambling here this morning. Here comes Justin now.
What's up, Jody, Lance, Brenda? Yeah. 18 more school days.
What's that?
18 more school days.
One day you get a break?
Do I?
Are they off in 18 days?
Yeah,
What is summer break? Is that what's going on?
yeah. But
Oh,
it's
wow.
not 18 like days, it's 18 school days left. We
Yeah.
count just school days. We don't count the weekends. How you doing this morning, Brenda? Jody?
Nothing new down there, Justin? How's the weather?
Right. Um, like partly cloudy. Um, yeah, or it's mostly cloudy. Feels like 84 at 76 out. Feels like 84. The humidity is way higher today. It was only 32% yesterday. Now it's 79. Humidity adds to the heat. The only good thing is it's cloudy here, so
Well,
Bill said he'll be
it's
here
been
in a
kind of
minute.
cold here right now. The temperature, it's sunny on and off, but clouds and sun. But it's 43 degrees. Hello, Lance.
Yeah, it's chilly up there. I like it when it's like in the mid 60s. That's like perfect temperature for me. It's just cool, but it's not freezing cold. It might just be cool enough you put a sweater on, you're good to go.
We're naked at 60 degrees up here.
Yeah, you're not
It's
used
like
to
an
that.
oven. It's like an oven.
Well, it gets hot down in Florida, doesn't it, Justin?
Yeah, it usually doesn't top over 100, but it usually gets in the high 90s.
And humid too, right?
It's just a lot of humidity, yeah. And I'm inland, so it's even worse where I'm at. It's not as bad when you're near the coast.
Updated my Air 3S this morning, all 3 batteries. I'm good to go. Gonna go fly.
What are you going to fly?
I'm not sure. I'm debating as I drive into town where I'm gonna stop.
You going to school?
Yeah.
Or-
And I'll
You
stop
got
on the
this.
way before I get to school.
Yeah, we got 18 more school days, Lance.
Okay. I have 26 or 7.
Yeah,
Kids
you're
have,
about a week or so behind me.
yeah. Yeah. And then but,
I think you're 2
like,
weeks behind me, if I remember correctly.
yeah, and I have 27. The kids have like 33 or something like that.
Did anybody ask you, Lance, why you weren't at the staff meeting?
Yeah, my teaching partner across the hall, she's the chef. She said she said something to me, and she said, "Oh yeah, you weren't there." She ribbed me. It was funny.
Yeah, your guys' school year ends what, like middle or end of June?
Yeah, 17th.
Yeah, you guys are a few weeks behind us. Or yeah,
Your
we get
yours
out a few weeks
your
before you
ends in
guys.
May, right?
Yeah, mine is the last Thursday of May. Is the last day, and we get a
And this
3-day
is
weekend that week because it's Memorial Day.
the week before, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25. We get the 22nd and 25th off. The 22nd is a snow day, and then the 25th is Memorial Day. So
What do
we
you
get
mean
a 4-day weekend.
What do you mean a snow day? What does that mean?
Yeah, you don't know what snow is, do you? It's these white flakes that fall out of the sky.
But you know
And
you're gonna
stick
have
on
a
the
snow day that far
Well,
out.
they give them so many snow days, don't you get?
Yeah. So what they do is, if we had a snow day, say we had February 10th off because of snow. Well, then we would
Right.
go to school on May 22nd. We would go to school on May 22nd. Then does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah,
So it's
so you
called a
just
snow
extend
day.
the school year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't really extend the
Okay.
school year. We got it built into our calendar, and if we don't use it, we get it off.
You know how they do
So-
it here? They just cut all the early release days throughout the whole year if they got to make up like I think they can make up to like a week
Yeah.
by cutting those. So
Okay.
if there's like a hurricane and your kids are out for 3 or 4 days, the schools and hospitals and first responder buildings are the first ones that get up and running. And like hospitals, stuff like that, that's all priority.
Yeah.
Then they worry about the neighborhoods.
You sound sick, Justin.
No, I'm not sick.
What do you look like?
I got
Are you
some
sure?
allergies, but they're not bad today. I got myself doctor prescribed me some allergy pills the other day. They don't even really bother testing to see what you're allergic to anymore. They just give you allergy medicine. They're like, here. They pretty much prescribe like Claritin to everybody. Like Claritin's the one to get, I guess. You ever done a shot at your school?
I have. In fact, in our opening morning announcements, I do a orbit around the courtyard, time lapse
okay.
orbit the kids put in.
That's pretty cool. Are you allowed to post any of that stuff, or you have to just do it for school project?
Yeah. My
'Cause I don't think
my-
I've seen
all
any
of-
of the videos.
all of my so if you go to YouTube and look up Ram TV. Ram's in the animal. Ram TV, all one word. And then the icon is red, white, and blue circle. That's the one you want to go to because there are a couple Ram TVs that we had. But the circle.
Does it say 23, 24?
It could, is it a red, white, and blue
Yeah.
icon? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
go to that one, and then go to the actual channel, and then go to the latest video, and you'll see that latest opening, latest intro.
Hello, David.
Good morning, my sea creature friends from the deep Atlantic Ocean, I guess. I got banned
Yeah,
from a
no.
Facebook group this morning.
Well,
Yeah, but it was a 3D printing one for newbies, okay? But somebody had posted that they wanted to do a 3D print of the king doing his speech in the Senate, wherever he did
for the
it. Congress, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody put underneath it, the king was completely wrong because America is only 250 years old. And I was like, no. Your independence is 250 years old. America still existed before that. It's just that you was
Yeah,
part
that's
of
when
the
the-
British, French, and Spanish colonies.
That was
And then
when
you
the
won-
Declaration of
Yeah,
Independence was signed.
exactly.
But they were
Hence
fighting
why-
for years
that's-
before that.
Exactly. And that's where the US. And then he was like, no. America didn't exist before that. And I went, well, where did the Americans come from? And he said they came from the sea.
Oh,
Right.
Steve, somebody was trolling your ass.
Right. So I just said, I went, I'm leaving it at this. I'm done. Today is one of them days. I'm leaving it. Right. And he come back with, that's right. We kicked your ass again. DC for the win. Right. And everyone just responding to him going, you're an absolute fucking idiot. Yeah. It turned out he was the moderator for the group and he's nearly banned everybody off the fucking group.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake. The US had obviously existed before the bloody signing of the independence. Fucking hell. Can't help some people though.
Yeah, because all the planning that they put into the forming their own government, that didn't happen overnight. That was something that was years in the making.
Well, I want to know is, did you, when you guys came from the sea, on that fateful day and then kicked the British out, yeah, did you include the manatees and the whales and the sharks and all that? Did you get their permission? Fucking hell. I couldn't believe it. I was like, where's Donald when I need him? So, I don't think that group's going to be there for much longer because the guy's made an absolute tit of himself.
There's about 1,000 groups you can join for 3D printing though.
Oh, yeah, I know, but all this came from one guy wanting to do a 3D print of the king.
Dude, all
It's
I'm
like,
wondering is
Just take a picture.
where were all the No King protesters at during that speech?
Right. Are you on about right? So you on about the No King protesters in the US
Yeah, why they weren't outside of Congress?
or in the UK?
No, I'm talking about why weren't they outside of Congress during his speech?
Right,
was a
because
joke.
Yeah, no, but you do know that the No King protest is not about kings.
I know what it's about. I'm just saying, I was making a joke.
It's just a lot of people upset because they're not getting their way at the moment.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, David.
No,
That was you.
don't
that
you,
was you.
don't you start. I've had enough of bloody. Don't you start. Go on.
That was you I kicked out of the group this morning? Oh, yes, for the win. I didn't realize it was you. Thank God.
You can always depend on Joe to come up with a quick one, you know.
I kicked him out. There is a God. Yes.
Joe, if it had been you in that group, right, I'd have just laughed it off. right? Because I'd
I
have known
wouldn't
you'd
have,
have
I
been on the
wouldn't have let you
wind-up.
join, bitch.
I've been a member of the group for years. I helped bloody found the group. Morning,
You're trying.
TJ.
You say you actually got banned?
Yes, he's kicked loads of people out of the group.
Now here's my question. You want to try for another one?
What, this one? Come on,
We can
go on.
ban you from this one.
Well, but I've got to point something out to you. For the last few months, I've been defending Paul against you.
I'm not doing
I got a
anything bad.
feeling you might be one of the first out before me.
Hey,
Nobody's out. Everybody's in. We all have our opinions, and
Where is
that's it.
Well, that's your opinion, Paul, but my opinion is Joe should leave.
okay.
I'm only joking. Oh, wait, he went.
He just turned his camera
If I
off.
knew, I know, if I knew it was that easy, right,
Oh,
I'd have
where
done
is
that months ago.
Come on back, Joe.
He's still there. He's only off.
Joe, are you cooking today or?
Hell no, I'm just making coffee right now.
Oh, making coffee. Okay.
Gumbo out of a can. Well, Joe, you haven't asked me yet.
Hey, Lance, did you get your Avada 3 yet?
Hell no, Johnny screwed me.
Man, I
Oh,
tell you
no,
what, I
no.
don't know about that guy.
Johnny's in cahoots.
I can't even believe he's from Louisiana, that guy.
I know.
So why don't you just cancel your order with her and tell her that and then just order it from one of the sellers in South
Because
Korea?
she's Chinese and the chances of him getting his money back is probably zero.
Well, sure, he'll get it back.
Did you pay through
I don't know.
PayPal?
She's been selling stuff to people for a long time in the community, and I've never really heard her do
Yeah, but
anything.
it's like the eBay sellers, you know. You see them and they've been good and good and good and good and good, and then all of a sudden they just go rogue for no reason. Maybe like they've just seen eBay
Well,
terms and
the
conditions
other
they didn't
thing,
like, and
David,
they just go
is-
rogue.
If she's got a contact at DJI, maybe she lost that contact.
Exactly. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
no, she has them. She's just having trouble getting them through customs.
Getting him out of the country, and she's
Yeah.
blaming it on the fuel prices of the jets. That's
Well-
what she basically told me.
Well, because China was getting most of their oil from Iran, and their
And
oil,
they ran out of it.
they're
Well-
like I think like 30 or 40% of their oil.
I need to
This
just
is
stop you
gone.
there. That is not the reason. Because we can still get stuff delivered from China. So maybe, Lance, you could go back to her and say, I've got a friend in the UK, and for a small fee, yeah, he will accept your parcels to here, and as long as you pay the postage onwards, he will ship them straight back over to the US. Because I don't know how you and China work, but with UK and China, when we order stuff, it doesn't come on a cargo ship anymore. Them days are long gone. They come on the passenger planes. So wherever the next plane's going, so if it's going to Heathrow, Birmingham, Manchester, Stansted, that's where it'll land, and then it'll go through the courier system and out to us. It's a lot quicker.
Hey, Lance, did you pay through PayPal?
I did, and she has not charged me yet.
Okay, then just
Oh.
you can cancel it through PayPal.
Yeah.
Just go on eBay,
Wait.
dude. Them South Korean sellers are getting it in the. Dude, David got his in 4 days. AZ.
Exactly. So why would China be any different?
They had that, but the thing is, last time when they couldn't get the other drone in, I can't remember which one it was. Everybody was going to those South Korea sellers. I don't know how they're getting them in so easy, but they seem to get them in real easy. It's
Well,
shit coming from China.
Okay,
It's getting held up.
that's the problem. It's
So,
shit coming from
I'm
China.
wondering if they're lying about what's inside the box and they're shipping it.
Well, no, it's
Because it
probably
doesn't come
more.
in a DJI box. It just comes in a plain cardboard box.
Yeah, but I think it'd be more like stuff from
I
South Korea and stuff like that is probably not getting as heavily checked as stuff from China is.
I mean, it is true, but they could also. I mean, there has been tons of times where
Hey, Brenda.
even Korea's been busted for finding like warehouses where they're changing like
Hey,
manifests
Lance.
on shipments and stuff.
Lance, my suggestion is just call up PayPal, tell them you're having a problem, and you'd like to cancel the order. That and it's done.
Well, there, if she hasn't charged him, then there's nothing to cancel. He
Well,
has to
yeah,
get
there
a
is
hold of
because
her.
it's still out there hanging.
Yeah, but he has to call her or get a hold of her and just say, "Hey, don't charge me. I don't want the drone now."
Actually, he could just go on PayPal. If it's there pending, he can cancel it.
Yes, there's a cancel button.
Yeah, but he said that they didn't charge him yet.
Doesn't make a difference. You can. It's an order.
It doesn't matter. Every time you have a pending charge on PayPal, and I use PayPal every day, it's already taken out of your account.
Yeah, but they've not taken the money out of his account.
They're not taking the money. You can
Then
cancel
then she hasn't charged him then.
You can cancel the order.
But what I'm saying is she hasn't even taken his information and charged him yet. She has it, but she hasn't charged him yet. So all she has to do is get a hold of her and say, "Don't charge me. I'm going to just cancel the order because I don't want the drone now."
I'm going to disagree because I've done it before. You just call PayPal.
But there's no record because she hasn't charged him for it.
You go
there's no receipt or anything.
And it says your orders, and down below it says cancel the order.
But he hasn't been charged for it.
Whoa.
I know how PayPal system works. I use it every day.
So do I. But the man that could settle this argument, Lance, has she set up the payment to go, or is she just not taking anything?
So I looked at my bank account, and there is no money taken out of my bank account. She has given me a invoice and how much it's going to cost me, and that's sitting in my PayPal right now. And I have a tracking number, but the tracking does not work.
So back to how me and Paul were saying, just go on PayPal and cancel the invoice because she hasn't taken the money. That's the way to do it. However, if she hasn't set up anything, then like Justin said, there's nothing to do. If she set it up and you can't cancel it, you just ring PayPal and say, "Oi, no."
What she probably did was made up a invoice and sent it to him through PayPal.
Yeah, they're called pending. Yeah, the pending invoices. But while it's still active, she can take that money at any time. Right? It's up to Lance to just go on there and cancel that invoice and say, "Goods not received. Don't take the money."
She's giving the best deal on the internet, so I'm going to wait. She's good for it. I'm just giving her a bad time, giving Johnny a bad time.
How much better a deal than anything else on the internet?
I have not seen the drone. The drone in one battery for $500 anywhere.
You can't.
Lance, I've only got one thing to say about this. Loser.
Yeah. The only place you could get it better was Johnny, and I bought
it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
If everybody else is getting them, then I don't see why she would just rip Lance off.
Yeah, she's legit. I'm giving Johnny a bad time because Johnny got him. John Flynn got one. There are others online that have got them.
In your defense, Lance, Johnny deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
Well, the problem with Johnny is he's negotiating for a bigger cut in it right now, and since they're haven't got it right, he won't let us send it.
You can just see Johnny there in the big office. Nope, I want 35%. But she's going, you can have 34. It's 35 or he's not getting it.
So it looks like between about 900 to $1,100, about 900 to 1,000. You can get one up. There's like shit tons of sellers on eBay from South Korea, and all of them have like over 100 sold just about. They're
Yeah,
pumping them
some
out of
better
South Korea.
prices now, not as good
And,
as what she's got.
but you see what the listings are? They say no customs or duties in the U.S. I think they're lying about what they're shipping over here, which I don't
Oh,
really
they
give a
are.
shit. I'm just saying, I'm guessing that's how they're getting around it. They
course they
must be
are.
lying about what's in the box, saying it's
But-
something else.
Well,
Because the thing is so much freight comes into the U.S. every year that they can't physically
Can you guys
check
hear me?
every single fucking box, you know?
Exactly. That's what happens
So
in
they
the
have
UK.
to trust. They have to trust a lot of shit is what it is when it comes through. They'll randomly pick containers to check them, but you know they only do that for every probably couple hundred that go through there.
Well, we had that one over here where the guy was bringing in
What's up, TJ?
containers with narcotics and stuff in it, and he'd done a deal with the shipping companies. So as they were coming along a certain part of the sea, along the south coast, they were pushing the container off the ship. Container overboard. That was it, gone. And then he would just wait for it to just wash up on the beach, and then he'd empty it, and the police caught him. That was about 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, dude. They lose hundreds of containers every year into the ocean. I imagine what's down there. There's probably fucking containers of cars and all kinds of shit floating down in there, or just down at the bottom.
Off the coast of Plymouth, there's actually over $100 million of Lego from a containers that went over.
Legos will make a good reef.
Yeah, but the thing is, every now and again, just like little Lego packs will just wash up on the beach, and people will be walking along and just stand on the fuckers. That fucking hurts. Fucking standing on Lego. Ouch. Here's Lance Part 2.
You got everything. Go.
Lance, you're going to need to get a better green screen.
Where's TJ at? He came on here. He's just
He's there.
muted and shit.
He's eating something that's making noise. He's eating pickled pig feet or something.
Pickled pig feet. Ugh.
It's nasty. It rained last night.
Can you guys hear
doesn't
me?
rain.
Yep.
Yeah, we hear.
Hyperlapse.
Did anyone else actually pick up on the King's speech as well?
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, every state in the US has a contingent of British military personnel helping the Americans.
There's always foreign soldiers on our bases over here.
Yeah,
They're
no, I
either
get
over here
that.
training, or
Yeah,
they're
I
doing
get
some
that.
kind of
But what I'm
co-op
saying
job.
is, the cooperating with and training US personnel on the F-35s and shit like that. That's news to us. It was like, should the king have actually been giving that information out? Because
You
we
mean
didn't
they're
know.
training with us on the F-35?
Yeah, but not just that. They're also
because we made the F-35, so they
Yeah,
would
but
be
they're-
training with us.
Can
how
you
to
guys
use
hear me?
yeah,
Yep.
but it's
it. 'Cause you guys
training
are
on
about
the
to buy a
audio
bunch of them.
work.
That's why.
yeah, but it's not just that. We're training on the engineering side of it.
What's that, Lance?
Right.
Because-
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't surprise me though. They do that all the time. There's always foreign soldiers on our bases from other countries doing training. Because we have such a vast landscape
Yeah,
too,
it
right?
does not work.
They can go
Yeah.
train in the desert. They can go train in the mountains. They go
Yeah.
train in the plains. Like there's just
He-
so many good places
he-
you can train at.
He's even told everybody where the piece of land is that the US own in the UK.
Yeah, we
That
were
is
talking about that
American
one day,
sovereign.
remember?
Yeah, no, I knew
while
you.
back.
I knew you had it, but nobody knows exactly where it is until the king give his big speech.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah,
I've
Yep.
seen videos of people doing walkthroughs of it.
we hear you, Lance. Do you hear us?
Yeah, but you got to find that stone, aren't you? He's not like a common knowledge.
I don't know. There
I
when
don't think
the
you can hear us.
walkthrough I watched on it, the girl, there was a bunch of people walking through there.
Yeah, I
It was
can't
like a
hear
little
him.
touristy thing.
Yeah, but the locals will probably do it. But like I said,
No, I think these are all tourists doing it though.
Can you guys hear me?
Locals probably don't
Yep.
even give a shit.
we can hear you, but you can't hear us.
Most locals don't pay attention to their own history, you know.
We can hear you.
Lance, it's your speaker's end.
Yeah, it says now it's connecting and then it stops
Yeah, we
connecting.
can hear you, but you can't hear us.
No, we
Can't
can't
hear you
you.
now.
We can
Can't
see
hear
you.
nothing now. That's an improvement.
But I want to say one thing. Y'all better quit bashing Trump because
Wait,
they
who-
said that
whoa,
his
whoa, whoa,
roots are British.
I don't give a fuck if he's British, American, fucking Spanish, whatever. I want to bash him, I'll bash him. But the point is, no one's bashing Trump at the moment.
He might be your fifth cousin.
In that case, I'm out of here.
My
Goodbye.
heritage is America.
Well, let's be honest. You could
You guys hear me?
fifth cousin.
We can
Any
hear
of you could be that. You could all be related to us.
Hi guys. I'm
Hey,
back.
Lance, can you hear us now?
You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can. Finally. Had to go through some settings on my phone. Doing a hyperlapse at the Tacoma Dome. That's where I decided to stop, Justin.
Damn, she's a tall woman. I didn't know she's that big.
Oops.
So I've got an appointment to get my Medicare Part B and D set up, and my wife is going with me, and she's going to set up her A, B, and D. She won't be 65 until July. Retiring is a pain in the ass. It's easier to work. I may not retire now. Where's Trevor? Trevor was right. I'm working 5 more years. I mean, seriously.
Well, Lance, the longer you work, the bigger your retirement is going to be.
Ooh.
Never thought of that, huh?
No, thank you.
Because the
Not
minute
worth
you
it.
retire, you're taken away from your future.
I'm in the poorhouse.
Right, guys. The company Deco Products makes window locks. Anyone heard of it?
Nope.
No.
Well, it's a USA company.
Oh.
Right? And they've made an indestructible, unbreakable window lock. And the council has left one behind on my table, and I've broken it. Just wants to give us some feedback. Not indestructible.
That's funny.
I don't even need the key to open it anymore.
Call the company up and
Frank,
tell them that you'd be a good test pilot for them.
Brenda just said, be patient. It will be great.
Yeah, my brother-in-law said to me, the only thing you're going to regret when you retire is that you didn't do it sooner. I said, okay. But we're going to take our Social Security, even though we won't get the full amount. That's okay. I'm not going to wait. Because it's not going to be there when Justin retires.
What? What won't be there?
Social Security.
I don't know.
You know, they said that when I was 12 years old. Social Security is going to be gone by the time you retire.
Well, the good news
Well,
is
Social Security was also paying out a lot of freaking money to disabilities that didn't need money. They weren't disabled like that, like ADHD. Why were people getting money for their kids having ADHD?
they do over here.
Yeah, but that's not that doesn't mean a kid can't function.
Like I said, is it
There's no
ADHD
reason,
or is it just little twat syndrome?
and it's not like you can't get your kid on Medicaid. I mean, it's easy to get kids under 18 on Medicaid. Medicaid's actually pretty good. They pretty much pay for damn near everything.
Well, like I said yesterday, the government over here have come up with a good idea that people that have seizures can get jobs, and they want me to look at getting a job in the construction industry, driving cranes and bricklaying. There's some interesting
I remember you saying that yesterday.
But then again, I'm going to the US and you're going to show them how to break into Windows.
There you go. That'll work. Do it in
Windows
Polk
11.
County. Go
Windows
do that in
11
Florida
or
in Polk County.
Or Windows 95.
No, I've got a window lock here by Deco of America. And it's supposed to be an indestructible lock. And I managed to break it and open it. With my own hands, not using any tools.
That's why.
I think
Because
you
it doesn't
should
break
come to
with tools.
America. You need to come to America and show them how you can break into Windows 11.
That's easy.
Yeah.
You just get AI to write a code and it'll do it for you.
Look at this. If you watch the Lockpick Lawyer on YouTube, you don't have any faith in any lock.
Ow.
That motherfucker is good.
Oh yeah, I've seen them over here. They do.
Yeah, dude, companies will send them locks and be like, you can't get into it. He figures it out in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He just knows locks that well. He'll be like, yeah, this thing's got like 4 tumbles in it and all this like lock fucking mumbo jumbo. And the next thing you know, he sticks a fucking Q-tip in there and pops the lock open.
Yeah, to him, it's like the Rubik's Cube, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, if I was like Master Lock or something, dude, I'd be hiring that motherfucker to try to come up with like the best lock you could come up with. I feel like they're missing out on hiring here.
But anyway, talking about hacking Windows 11, yeah, Microsoft are frantically trying to stop people using Copilot to write a code to hack into the Windows 11 registration, where you can get Copilot to register to your Windows 11 to make it genuine, so nobody has to buy it.
I don't know anybody that buys Windows anyway. I've never bought a Windows key.
You know, I've got to upgrade to Windows 11.
And all mine are official ones too. Like they're not hard to find. You can get them actually pretty cheap. You know where to look. Or you can get them free from people too. Like Corey's
but
helped a
pe-
couple people and gave them
Yeah,
Windows
but people have been using it to get into Microsoft Office and all sorts.
keys. I don't know about that.
But that's the problem. If you're going to come out with a product, you need to know what that product's capable of before you launch it, because it can sink your business. I'm going to see if I can get Grok to write a code to give me
Is TJ ever going to come in?
verified status.
Came in, but he's muted. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
Jim
know
his
what's going on with
camera and
TJ.
his microphone on.
Like a boot him.
TJ's a loser.
He's probably
Unless
just
he's on.
no. He's
This is
probably
on the
giggling
phone.
like shit, and he can't stop to fucking unmute the camera and stuff.
I have a
Lance.
feeling he's on.
Did
On the
you say they had another update for the 360?
No, for my Air 3S.
No, 'cause
I hadn't
you asked-
updated it.
You asked me that question. Did I update firmware for the 360 with the
Oh,
goggles?
yes. On your goggles, did you do that?
Yeah, I did it. I wanted to do something else because they've been having so many updates.
Yeah, no, I just have, I'm just preparing myself when I eventually get it from Johnny.
Hey, Lance,
guys
look,
have to-
this is what it looks like.
Do y'all have to wear your
Thanks.
glasses when you guys wear those?
You can't wear
No.
glasses. You can if you have
can-
the N3s.
And this, the R2, the
RC2?
RC2.
Yeah, I've done that
RC2.
update. I've had updates for what's it, Air 3S update on my RC Pro that don't even fly.
Well, how do you guys see without your glasses on? Does it autofocus your eyes?
Got a diopter in there. You just fix it to your sight.
And then you
You
can
got
see fine?
you just switch your little things and get it to where it's CC.
Oh, that's okay.
It works better than glasses technically, and in the Goggles 3 it does. But I tell you, I almost wish I would have bought the RC N3s just for the fact that I could put them over my glasses. So,
Yeah.
but Johnny said they suck. I'm waiting for Lon. That's what I'm waiting on.
What does Johnny
Lon's
know?
got 2 pair of those Ray Neos, and he told me, he said he don't use them. I think he's only got one left now. He says he doesn't use them that much. He'll sell it to me cheap.
Isn't that right, Lance? What does Johnny know?
Not a lot.
Yeah, one of the drivers was showing me his pair the other day. He got a pair. I was like, oh, they're pretty cool. So I got to hold them and everything.
Does he have a DJI drone?
No, he's into computers and stuff.
Gotcha.
He's into all that stuff. He just got himself one of those, what was it, that new Asus Rogue handheld? Showed that to me too. Pretty nice, but it's bulky as fuck.
Hey, Paul.
I don't know if he's there.
No, Paul's not here. I want to see something like a new PlayStation Portable come out. I want something small and compact like they used to be. So what are you doing a time lapse though?
Of the freeway above the, or just on the other side of the Tacoma Dome. And I've got the flag of the Tacoma Dome whipping, the American flag on the top.
Or are you just
And the
flying from like a
sunrise
parking
and Mount
lot or
Rainier.
something?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the parking lot of the LeMay Car Museum.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
this.
okay. I know where you
Update
are. 'Cause you've been
available,
down there a
Lance.
few times.
Say that again, Joe,
Update available for 360.
for your glasses.
Yeah, I got it in. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Guess what it is? Guess what it does?
Power
It,
loop.
it fixes
Really?
some known issues.
That's it. Don't
on.
tell you shit.
Come on, Vinny.
I bet if you went on their website, they might have more detail.
Vinny.
No, they don't do that either. They don't tell you shit.
Keep going, keep going. There you go.
So you
Done
got
it.
so when you get yours,
You did it.
all of it should automatically update to the newest one when you do it. You know.
Good go.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Samsung when they do their updates. They give you like a full page and it tells you what the updates are all for. It'll be like improves camera quality, stuff like that.
This update is for nothing. It's a load of bollocks.
Okay, let me check my phone. I ain't checked that in a minute.
The only bad thing is when you do the like the 360 or any kind of like with the goggles, you got the goggles connected to the phone. You got to have everything turned on, and that's the only way you can find
Up
out.
to date. And then Samsung ain't had an update in a while.
I'm at 50%.
Did you say Samsung's not had an update for a while?
Yeah, no, it's not since
Mine's
they
about-
updated.
Mine is going to tell me in the next hour or so to say you need to restart your phone and do an update.
Yeah, they haven't done that one since February 5th.
Well, I've got one. I've got one pending.
Is that-
I can't be asked doing
I'm
it.
on the latest version of everything. I'm on the One UI version 8.0 and Android's version 16.
What phone you got?
S23 Ultra.
Yeah, there you go. It's outdated. That's why.
I don't care. I always stay a couple generations behind.
When you say a couple of generations, you mean generations
I
of
buy
phones
my-
or generations of human?
Because I buy my phones outright, so I don't want to buy a $1,200
that.
phone at one time.
Hey, Lance,
I'd
We're
rather
on
buy
the
something
S26
that's
now.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
me
that,
too.
but I'm saying
I'm going to send Johnny a message. Hey, they got an update for your goggles and a 360. Then I'm going to come back and say, oh, that's right. You don't have it anymore.
see, like I'll wait until I'll use this phone for probably another year, and then I'll look for like a 25 on sale. I keep my phones for about 2-3 years.
As soon as I update it, I'm going to do that because I'm going to do it through the phone so it'll pick it up fast. And watch the bitch come in here and say, why you sending me that shit? Hey, what do you think, Paul? You think that'd be pretty cool?
Pretty cool.
What'd I say?
You're gonna wait and give them hell.
Give who hell?
Here, fucking
Oh, that's
thing you
good,
said.
Paul.
Defense rest.
You're,
I'm getting
you
an
rested,
update.
you rested against the fence? Oh, the boy.
Yeah. They have an update for the 360 in the goggles, right? So I'm gonna wait till this updates, and I'm gonna send them on the phone, Johnny.
Louis!
I'm gonna say they have an update for the 360 with the goggles, Johnny. Make sure you do it. Then I'm gonna text them back. Oh, that's right, you don't have one. I'm at 70% now for like a minute and a half.
Be right back in and grab my drone.
Yeah, don't do like Johnny does. Johnny's left in the air and went inside. I told y'all know about that one, right? We were at Coquille, and that was with the Air 3. And Johnny had it up in the air. He was looking with the goggles. We were fooling with the goggles with the Air 3 because you can wear goggles with it. And he's up there looking at the footage and everything like this. And he's getting everything, and he's getting ready to get another drone. And he's looking around and said, where's my drone? What to do with my drone? I said, I don't know. What'd you do with your drone? It was still in the air hovering. Left the bitch up in the air. He did that at home one time. He took some pictures, went inside, he was doing something, and he said, oh shit. And he went outside and brought it down.
Hey, did you see the fucking the complete collapse in Iran's currency.
I know. I had a
One
lot of money in
US
that.
$1 is 1,314,700. What is it? Real. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had 6 million.
Okay, off to school.
6 million Iran dollars, and now it's only worth about $1.88.
Damn, dude, that means you'd have to bring like a whole fucking truckload of money in just to get a loaf of bread. That's crazy. You have to bring like a pallet of cash to the grocery store.
So this is my question. If we're putting that much of a hardship on that whole country, right? And it's only a handful of about maybe 1,000 people, and then the army. That's ridiculous that these 1,000 people in the army they don't give a shit. They probably got all the stuff they need stored away. You know what I mean?
You're the host, Joe. I'm gonna go catch a ship.
Oh, I feel special.
Send me a link, Joe.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta get to the right thing.
I don't know. I'm just hoping gas comes down here soon. He kept saying it was going to come down, and it hasn't yet. Still going up.
Yeah,
No, it's bubble gum, though.
and then what was it? The UAE decided they're leaving OPEC now. They're branching off on their own.
Yep.
They said
And they
screw
don't,
OPEC.
what that means is that guess who's going to start controlling the price of everything?
And $10 says that they'll fucking dump a bunch of cheap gas on the market. Watch, it's gonna be a good thing. That's what they use. That's what Kuwait used to do back in the day before they became part of OPEC. They were flooding the market with really cheap oil, which was driving the price down, which is actually good for the
But
consumer.
like I said, once OPEC dissolves, guess who's going to control the price? And you know what that means, right? We've got enough here to sustain ourselves, and we're going to be selling to everybody else. So that all that means is that we're going to be paying $1.50 a gallon gas. What?
Well, I'm going to tell you what gas is here in a minute. I've got about 1 minute before I pull into Costco.
We do about 13.4 million barrels per day in production, but we use about 21.69 million barrels a day as a whole.
And we're going to drill, baby, drill. What? What was that pipeline they shut down? That Biden shut down?
Oh, that was the what the fuck was the name of it?
But did Trump reopen it?
I don't know if he did or not.
I thought he did, but they need to reopen it because he said that when this is all said and done, they're gonna be drilling off the California coast, off the Florida coast, everything. Shoot, I don't see why you can't drill off
It was
Florida
a
coast.
Keystone XL pipeline.
Yeah, but I can't see why you can't. Florida has such a fit about drilling off the coast. When Louisiana, you can go to Grand Isle, Louisiana, and you can see the rigs, and it don't hurt anything. Good fishing. Got real good fishing around them rigs. 100%. Took 9.5 minutes. Now I'm wondering if I got to do that with every battery. We'll find out. The reason I'm finding out is because if I take it with me and I'm changing batteries, I'm going to have to do it out there. Hey, Lance, can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, what you're gonna like about this thing?
yeah.
With the 360, the batteries slide in real good, and they feel funny. They're kind of flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's if I ever get it.
Yep. Battery firmware. You gotta do each battery. There's the thing. Where's the motion control?
I thought you had
Kickstart.
I thought you had the Mini 5, Joe. You don't have it, huh?
I don't have any minis.
You used to, didn't you used to have the Mini 5 Pro?
No, I had the Mini 3 Pro.
Okay. You don't know what you're missing.
Really?
No, Joe, it's not, they're not currently working on it because there's a bunch of canceled permits that the government has to redo.
Well, that's easy to fix.
No, it's not. The original Keystone pipeline is being used, but the XL one is still remains, it's not currently operational.
So I'm gonna send Johnny a message in a minute. Say, hey, there's another 360 update. Make sure you take care of all that, and make sure you do all your batteries. You gotta do all your batteries. Then I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna go back. Oh, that's right. You don't have one. Let me tell you about a animal that appreciates the fact that you take care of. Loki. I'll be sitting here, and after he eats and does all his stuff, he walks over here and he climbs up on my leg to put both paws on my leg, and then he just puts his head down on my hand and licks my hand. That's appreciative. You know that?
Suck up.
Huh. No, he's telling me thank you. That's what he's telling me. Because I can't say he was mistreated, but he wasn't treated well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You adopted him?
Yep.
No,
Joe,
that's my daughter's dog. And when they moved over here, she had another dog too, and she couldn't have two in the apartment.
Joe,
What?
you do know, right? No matter how good you are to them dogs, if you keel over and die
They're gonna
and they
eat
go
me.
hungry, they're gonna eat you.
Well, I know that.
Cats will eat you first, though. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Got to update.
so
Oh
be
shit! A
nice,
cat will eat
Joe.
you if you're alive. What you talking about?
Yeah. Now, Joe, you need to be nice to them, and you need to show them how to use a frying pan and marinate the meat and stuff like that.
Why do you think TJ's cat's always biting him? He's just tenderizing TJ over time.
That's right. And half the time, you notice when Paul's in shit, Boone goes over there and he licks him, right? He's just making sure you got the right flavor he wants.
What's up, Dre?
Hey, Dre, I gotta fly around a lighthouse. How high can I fly? The lighthouse is
Is it legal?
18,000
Is
feet.
it legal, Dre? Is it legal to fly at night without a light?
Where's the light, Ray?
Do I need a VLOS when I fly over people?
I was getting ready to fly yesterday. It was Class D airspace. It meant don't. That Class D means don't. Okay. Everything is updated.
Oh, I do have my wallet. I didn't stop at the gas station because I didn't think I had my wallet. I just now saw it. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, let's see. Let's find Johnny. Hey, Johnny, they have a new update for the 360. And you make sure you
Johnny
do it with
ain't
all
here.
your batteries. Because each one needs one.
Johnny's not here though.
I'm sending him a message.
He's talking to him on the
Oh.
phone. Okay.
Says, hey, Johnny, you have a new update for the 360 and you make sure, I said, make
Yes.
sure you do it with all the batteries.
I guess TJ's not coming back on. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Maybe maybe something happened to him where he fell, hit his head, or he's being held hostage and he's trying to let us know help. You know? Hey, JDS John.
Why don't you ring him and find out?
I do have his number. All the batteries for each one has the
About to,
update when you
about to
plug it
boot
in.
him out of here.
Yeah. Just ring him, Joe, and just say Justin's missing him. Badly.
Hold on. Okay, I just sent it. Now I'm gonna give him 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You don't have one. Exclamation point. He's already replying.
JDS said hi to you guys.
Hey, JDS.
He says, you know, I don't have that piece of shit drunk.
Hey, Justin, me and Laura are doing a 12-mile bike ride next week.
All right.
With no exercise. No,
A tiny
no
planet
build-up,
drone.
just going.
I have no idea who that is.
That would be me.
I thought Paul made me freaking host. No, I'm not anything. So what happened? Who took it from me? Justin did. Well, it's
What?
all right, but I wasn't even a co-host.
Uh,
What are you talking about?
Oh, shut up, puta.
You showing co-host on my end.
Yeah, because you just changed it.
I'd remove it and then we'll just put him in the waiting area until Paul gets back.
Linda, all right. I'll be right back, guys. Grabbing coffee.
Look back on his show, okay? You see that Oscar trophy on the
Is he?
show? Well, look over at the next thing and just look at it quick. Doesn't it look like a duck with black eyes?
Where?
No, next to the Oscar trophy, when you look at it from the angle I'm looking at it, it looks like that next thing with the black, it looks like black eyes, right?
Oh
okay.
no, it's just a box.
Yeah, but it looked like black eyes up there, and that other color looked like a beak, like a duck got smashed or something. I was saying, what kind of animal is that?
Be right back. Stop looking at my junk.
I ain't looking at your junk, trust me.
They're gonna disappear like TJ now. That's where TJ got it from.
Oh,
He's like, I just come on the panel, turn my shit off.
I got
Don't just
TJ.
do that one day. Just come on and just turn everything off and walk off.
I don't have TJ's number. Hold on a minute.
He just,
Just ring him on Messenger.
Nah, hold on. I got his number. I don't know where I put it. Maybe I typed it in as giggles. Nope. Maybe Anthony. Not Anthony. I got Anthony. Anthony's.
no, I messaged him and I said, where you at? He said, dealing with some bullshit right now. That was all he put. So he answered me back.
He's picked a fight with the neighbours.
Probably his wife. His wife's probably beating his ass. He probably said, "You made me breakfast."
Everyone should order the new Tiny Planet drone from DJI.
The Johnny. Ah,
Yeah.
I didn't even look. Hey Johnny, you can fly it without putting tiny planets in it, and it looks pretty good. It's not
Yeah,
even
so it
funny.
looked like
It's just
an
pretty
owl.
good.
Yeah, it did kind of look like an owl, Dre.
It looked like something with a flat beak. That's what I saw. I wonder if they got an update again. 'Cause they've been putting freaking updates out every day.
Yeah, they got all this new shit coming out. I'm sure you'll get them when that. Have you gotten any for that Lido yet?
Yeah, all that stuff came out the first day. I'm gonna have to let me get the A3S. Watch out, please.
Yeah, but they got such a massive fleet of drones now because they keep coming out with new ones and new ones and new ones. A lot of updates all the time. Oh, Dre. Yeah.
It's great saying.
Oh, he said, I remember when all the DJI drones had the Tiny Planet mode of the smart flights.
Well, they still have Tiny Planet in all of them.
Yeah, I think he was being a smart ass.
Yeah, they have Asteroid and all of them. But I used it when I first got it. I said, "Oh, it was pretty neat." I was ending all my videos like that. What are you talking about? And I looked at it about the third time. I said, "Oh, this sucks." So now I do drones. What's the difference?
Your deliveries. What deliveries? Later, JDS.
What's this battery on? Shit, I gotta charge these batteries up too. I hate to charge these batteries up. I'm going to though.
A slight percolating problem. Be right back.
Microwave not
Gross.
working.
Is the percolator going? Do 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 do. Y'all remember that commercial?
Nope.
Is the percolator used to go do 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 do.
I remember
Yeah, but
that.
you gotta remember their commercials over there. A lot of times
Update
way
available.
different than ours.
They're way better than yours.
I don't like commercials anyway, so I pay for no ads on everything.
I don't mind ads if they're going to put some effort into them.
Hard to hear. All you see is fucking pharmaceutical ads all the time. I love how on Disney I was watching a show on Disney and it kept giving Viagra ads. Like, huh? Viagra ads on a Disney platform.
So we have another update on the RC2. This has been like the third time this week. Get this shit all done at once. You know, y'all saw that video when that guy ran through, right? And all the agents turned around and started shooting at him. How come nobody hit him? And where all the bullets go?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my question. Because there's actually a guy. Okay, something is wrong here. Something is definitely wrong. They're showing one right now. They have a muzzle flash. You ready for this? A muzzle flash out the gun with the guy right to the side of the. Remember the first one that pulled it out as he was running by?
Uh-huh.
When he
Yeah, the
got
guy that they
within
were
a
calling
foot
Jason
of
Bourne,
him,
yeah.
he had a muzzle flash. They're showing it right now. You can see the muzzle flash. The bullet was 6 inches away from the guy. So where that bullet going? Something. Okay. I'm just telling y'all. Now I'm thinking it's a conspiracy shit.
I don't know.
Right. What? Wait. What? What's the conspiracy?
They were shooting blanks. I guarantee you. Because if he's
Yeah,
gonna
but
pull
you
a
haven't.
gun on the guy and the guy is no more than about a foot from him, there's no way in hell that bullet bounced off his ass or didn't hit him.
Yeah, but it didn't really show a good angle of the guy though. After he shot at him, though, we don't know what
But
the
no,
guy
they
was.
just showed it just now. They got
Joe.
another angle shot on it.
Joe,
And the angle
Joe,
shot,
Joe.
he's got the guy like right here and the gun's like right here.
No,
I don't
Joe.
know.
We've all seen the A-Team, right? We know how the American guns work. You can have a fucking machine gun firing 2 million fucking rounds a second, right? And not one person is getting hit.
Yeah. And then Erica Kirk, she just pissed me off, the little weak bitch.
Right. Now I've got to ask a question.
She's walking by saying, I just want to go home.
Now, Joe, why do you think it's a conspiracy then? Why do you think it never happened? Because
I don't know
Her
what the
for being-
conspiracy is about it, but
My question
something's
is,
up.
why are you mad at her for being scared?
well,
I just
I would like to point out,
just the way she sounded did it to me.
I'm a little bit on the side with Joe here because
Yeah,
if
remember,
you
her
saw
son,
the
her
press
husband was just killed.
conference,
But if
I mean,
you
we
notice,
watched-
every time she talks, she sits there, she got a towel, a handkerchief in her hand. She goes,
Because you gotta remember too, they were at that event when he got killed, so
She
she
wipes
had
like
to see
this.
that.
Oh, I know. I agree.
But-
But did he really get killed?
Probably got PTSD.
I
but
don't
the
Surprised.
are we talking about the Charlie Kirk shooting or the one at the weekend?
No,
Well, this
she
one's
was
just now.
she was at both of them, but that's what I'm
Because
saying.
the one at the weekend, I'm slightly with Joe. The reason being, if you look at them all in that press conference afterwards, and the videos there, they were all smiling. If you've just been that close to a shooting that somebody was actually going to take one of your lives, right? It wouldn't be a smile on your face. It'd be fucking poop in your pants.
Everybody acts different though.
Oh, of course,
Situations like that.
but that's the point. Everybody acts different, but everybody acted the same. Also, they all came out with the same thing. Now we need a ballroom. Really?
Yeah,
Not
that's what I'm
one-
thinking.
Yeah. Not one of them thought they could come out and say, we don't need a ballroom. We just need better security and a better venue. But what do we know? It's like the conspiracy. Like,
But
oh, man.
every time something like this happens,
Yeah, it's like the conspiracy theory about the one in Pennsylvania. If you actually look, some of
What
it
about
makes
JFK?
sense. No, the Trump attempt. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
some of it makes sense because one, they didn't push him down for quite a while. Two, when he went down, he then came back up with the blood going along his face rather than down. And also, there's got no scar on his ear. If somebody shot you in the ear, you would have ear damage. And everybody knows you damage your ear, it ain't going to heal very quickly.
Not if he's a time traveler. Because he can go back, heal his ear, and come back.
But
He just said, he went to Barron and said,
But-
Barron, let me use your machine. I got to go somewhere else, get my ear fixed, and then come back. I put a different version of me out here.
Yeah. But anyway, we can't prove it. No one can prove it. We just have to move on and pretend and just act like
Well,
it
the whole
happened.
bottom
And-
line, if somebody died in the stands behind him, there was a bullet.
Well, yeah, that's the sad part of it. Yeah. Was that poor guy just an innocent victim that was just sat there, in the wrong place at the wrong time? Yeah. He was meant to shoot somebody.
Alright,
The
I'll
bottom
jump in.
line is this.
Catch y'all later.
Catch you later. Because it's
Your
like
host-
the building
Oh,
and that. Why
there you
was
go.
it not secured?
Yeah.
That one building.
Right.
Well, the bottom line is this. If it even flipped his ear, it's gonna bleed like that. You know what I mean? Because that ear
But the other-
bleeds.
Well, yeah, your ear will bleed, but the blood would go downwards, not across your face. If you look, it's going across his face and under his nose.
Well, when he stood up, it would drain. It's got to go to gravity.
But anyway, you've been watching too much CNN.
I don't watch CNN, bitch. And after
90%,
Sunday, I won't be able to watch
90%
CNN.
of the time you do.
You know what I said? And after Sunday, I can't watch CNN at all because I'm,
Why? What
I'm
happened
canceling my
Sunday?
cable. I just have the Fox app.
Why? What did CNN do?
Now I'm canceling the what you call it. The
Oh, you canceling all the.
because I don't want to pay $137 a month, $150 a month.
No, I don't blame you. Like when my Virgin contract comes to an end, that's going down the road. Don't even watch the shit.
Battery is a
Oh,
2.
Bluey, get your
Battery 2 won't
fucking ass in
charge.
here.
Battery's at 11%, and it won't let me charge it. Won't let me do the update on it because it's under 20%.
Where'd it go?
What go?
Oh, my hyperlapse this morning. I can't find it. I'm like,
You sure it's not on the drone? Maybe you hit the wrong thing.
oh, you know what? It's on the drone.
Yeah.
And the reason is I didn't have a card. Originally, card in the drone when I was doing all my updates.
Oh, I nearly died this morning. The fuck's just happening? There you go. Yeah, so Laura woke me up this morning, 9:30, and counted the cockatiels. There's only 4 of them. There's 1 missing. I searched the whole bedroom, in cupboards, under the bed, everywhere. Couldn't find him. Turned out when I went to the toilet at 3:30 this morning, he snuck out and went to sleep in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Little fucker.
I was gonna say I was waiting for you to say I discovered we had a cat. And I discovered we had a cat, and he looked like he was full.
Best green screen ever. Here we go. Look at that
What is it
mountain.
with you? Got a question. What is it with you guys and dome roofs?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Don't you end up losing a lot of buildings through because the domes collapse with the snow?
No.
Look at Mount Rainier. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Have
that's
you
cool.
actually been up that mountain yet?
I summited September 13th, 1998. I remember it vividly.
Well, you need to get back up there and send your drone off it.
Hardest thing I've ever done, seriously, David.
Yeah,
And the
but-
hardest thing I've ever worked for.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Snowdonia, but I'm sending Laura first, giving her an hour head start, and then I'm gonna catch the train up to the top.
Yeah, that is cool.
Okay.
Is that the one that erupted? What volcano there erupted?
Mount St.
Mount St.
Helens.
Helen. Mount St. Helen. I remember when I said it. Yeah, that only it had a little less haze that would look beautiful.
Yeah, a little hazy. I can fix my hyperlapse in Photoshop. Get that
Yeah, I'm about to
haze out
say
of it.
you ought to be able to take some of that haze out.
In this video, it might be a little more difficult.
Yeah, you should be the haze feature should take most of it out.
Yeah.
Yep. Pat, they found out they got a benefit for SNAP, a loophole, right? That's in there because they say if you own certain items, you're not eligible. And I don't see how they're doing this, but if you own certain high-priced items, you're not eligible for food stamps because you can afford these things, right? I guess they say, well, you could sell them, right? One of them that's got a loophole is a Lamborghini. If you own a Lamborghini, you're still eligible to get food stamps.
Huh.
And
You know what the funny thing is? That's same over here, right? If you're on disability benefits, you can get a car on disability benefits. They'll actually buy you a car, right? But you can go into a dealership and drive out in a fucking BMW or a Porsche.
Okay, wish they did that here.
I wish they
I was on Social Security
I wish they'd
disability
pack
for
the
6
fuck in.
years. Now, you know one thing I don't agree with here, and it doesn't make sense. I went on Social Security under Social Security disability. My doctors say I'm still disabled based on my heart condition. Okay? I can't, if I had to run for my life, I'm dead. Bottom line. I better have my gun with me. So that's the thing. So I'm still legally disabled based on my heart condition. Social Security, as soon as I hit, I was on Social Security 4 years of disability. As soon as I hit 65, I got a letter saying I was being taken off disability, putting on regular Social Security. How? If they still considering me disabled.
Yeah, over here, so I'm on disability myself. When I reach retirement age, which is 68 for me, then they'll move me onto attendance allowance, which is disability benefits for people who's retired.
Mm-hmm. I ought to ask them that. I ought to call them up and say, let me ask you a question. How did I get automatically switched when I'm still considered disabled? You know, and I can get you a doctor's certificate saying that. And then they might say, well, yeah, we made a mistake. 6 years ago, we shouldn't have done it. We owe you this much money. And it didn't change the money. I still kept the same money.
To
But
be
it's not
honest,
the-
I
not the
don't like
point.
your system of food stamps. I mean, I know a lot of people use them, but over here, they'll just give you money and you can go and spend it on what you want. You don't have to go and spend it on food.
Well, they've got that here too, but it's different things.
Yeah, but the food stamps thing, we don't have that. Although it'd be good for druggies. You ain't getting no drugs because you got your food stamps.
What'd I miss? Anything?
My hyperlapse.
How'd it go? Did Joe approve of it?
It
He
looked
did.
like a hyperlapse.
You missed Joe going down the conspiracy theory route.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Justin was really upset about TJ and kicked him. And then
So he left.
Yeah, and then Justin left.
He says he's probably never coming back. He was so mad.
He said he was really upset. You don't know how upset he was.
And that Paul wasn't bailing him out.
Oh, fix my printer, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had the software update had corrupted it. So I had to factory reset and then redo the update. Now it works good again.
Damn, we gotta go do that today. Forgot. We gotta make sure I got everything ready. I gotta bring the small camera today because I don't know where I'm gonna be shooting from. They're gonna put them in the auditorium today. I bet you they're gonna put them on the stage. Up on the auditorium. So I mean, I gotta be up on the stage to shoot the pictures, and I can't do it with a long lens. Gotta be close. And there's no sun right now. That's pissing me off. Because the poker run, I'm actually leave here earlier. I got to be at the school for 1:30, so I'm gonna probably leave here about 11:30 and go out on the river to see if there's any poker run boats parked on the river.
Are you going to catch us another surprise like you did last year?
Yeah, I hope so. I was telling one of the women on the boat. I was talking to what you call it? They had 3 women on that one big boat I put out yesterday. I was talking to the guy, and the women were doing their thing, right? And they're all older women, all in about 40s and 50s. And they didn't look bad, you know, because, I mean, they started getting their bikinis on, you know, taking their shirts and that off with the bikinis. And they wasn't that bad. But I was telling him, I said last year I was doing everybody docked along here and didn't realize that somebody came out of one of the cabins and flashed me until I got home. And he says, yeah, you never know what you're going to get out here. And one of the women turned around and says, yeah, you never know. Like that.
You should have said, do you want to be an influencer?
But I'm gonna go out there first and see.
So my dad took this picture here. This is where my dad worked, the last place he worked before he retired.
Right.
And he was up in a plane and they flew him over this is the marina. And I just found these. I'm starting to clean up all my crap, and I got to make sure I take those home. I've got a boatload of them. I don't know what I'll ever do with them.
Oh, you got to transfer stuff from work?
Yeah, I've got a little tin canister that used to hold film. The tin canisters that held
Yeah.
film,
Yeah.
and then they turned to plastic. Well, I want to make sure I take that home. I'm not going to leave that here. That's just sentimental to me. That was my dad's.
Don't
So
forget
you-
to take.
I think I got one.
Yeah,
Do you
don't forget to
still-
take your
do you-
BAFTA home as well with you.
Do you still shoot with regular film?
Me?
I haven't, Paul, in probably 15 years.
So, Lance, why have you got a Golden Globe behind your head?
That's
A Golden
Oscar.
Globe. Oh, you didn't know that I not only do I have a Golden Globe, but I also have my trophy from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So,
When you find out this
I'm
year.
an award-winning director, producer.
So when you
The
find
kids
out if you
gave
win
that
this
to me.
year.
The kids gave that to me. They were screwing around. And just said, we're going to give Cadena an Oscar. It's an Oscar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Oscar.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. They all look the same. They're all fucking fake plastic crap.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm waiting for the one day that fucking gold medalist at the Olympics bites the medal too hard and it turns out to be a fucking chocolate ring. One of them chocolate coins.
Well, we should find out in the next day or two who's got the best pictures for last year with Louisiana Press Association. They did it last year in May. I don't know what year they're doing it. I didn't even look at it this year.
Have you entered?
Well, I got pictures in it, I think, from the paper. They sent them in.
So I've got it all figured out. I'm taking every Friday in May off, starting tomorrow. And then I've got possibly the 6th of May off, the 28th of May off. And the 28th might be an extended period of time off if I get picked on the jury. And it's a Supreme Court, so it's probably a murder.
Okay, it is out. The final is out. Maybe that's why in the hell he's telling me that. My editor says, "You all said you're gonna be there today, right?" I said, "Yeah, I'll be there. I bet you I won something and he's gonna tell me today."
Or tell you to turn in your badge.
Trust you, Lance.
It's there. Hold on, man. I just saw it. I just had it. Where'd it go?
So I'm going to start podcasting when I retire.
Okay. I heard you're gonna start a stream same time with Paul Murray.
Yep.
Exactly. And look at this mic. I'm going to look big time. I'm going to kind of look like Justin. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3.
See, they got the 2025s out of Baton Rouge listed already. But that's not me. That's last year. It's not the one from this year. Hold on. This is the ones they're saying are the best pictures. See. It's Advocate. That's just the Advocate saying that. Yeah. Okay. On Facebook, that's not what I want. Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to find this shit. Because what they do is they don't post anything really technically. It's just say the contest is open. These are the dates you got to submit. But they don't tell you when it's going to be voted on. You know, well, they tell you it's going to be voted on, but then you don't know because it's a closed meeting. All the editors go on it. And then they see it and then they know.
Wonder, no wonder. I shouldn't have done. So I'm editing off of the drone. I should have copied the files onto a hard drive.
Yeah, you should have.
Ever. Rookie mistake. Something Dre would do.
Yeah, definitely Dre. Dre would do that.
Trying to tell us that we can fly at 400 feet. Whatever AGL means. What does AGL mean? Hey, Dre.
AGL?
Above ground level.
I don't think it means that. I think it means something else. Dre? We need to ask him.
I mean, they're saying, let's see. Entries. Late entries remain open to February 6th. You see, they're going through all of this, but they're not saying the date they're going to judge them. Last year, they judged them in May. Usually, they do them in July. But they did them last year in May to get them out the way. Yeah, it's not showing any winners yet. Why are you barking? Why are you barking?
We need to ask him what TFR means as well. I bet TJ remembers.
Yeah, ask him that again. See what it says. So my question is, why did you edit on the drone?
That's what I need to ask him. Why did I edit on my drone, Dre? How stupid was that? Because it has selected 222 images out of the 500. That's how long it's taken so far.
Wow.
I'm twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah,
I selected the sky and all the images.
Wait, hold on. You didn't have a SD card in it?
I did, but when I updated the firmware this morning, I did not. So the first thing I did when I turned my drone on, it said, "We're switching to the internal memory because you don't have a SD card." I said to myself, "That's fine. I'm not flying it. I'm just updating my." And then I stuck an SD card in it on the way out, and I don't usually it tells you, "Do you want to switch to your SD card?" I don't know that I saw that. I was probably busy talking to you clowns, I think. In fact, I know I was talking to Bozo. Yeah.
Well, there's only one clown, and that was Justin. He's not here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure it asked me, "Do you want to switch?" And I didn't see that message.
And TJ wasn't on, so since TJ wasn't on, Paul wasn't a clown.
Joker's to the left of me. Bounds to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Should I have been a rock star instead of a teacher?
No, hell no.
No.
Oh, that's not my best one though. This is my best one. You ready?
No.
Don't do Bohemian Rhapsody.
Hey Ray, hey show, tell them who we are. Well, we're big rock singers. We got golden fingers, and we're loved everywhere we go.
You need to sing that with the kids in the show, in the class.
I do. I sing it in front of the kids. They think I'm strange.
Well, we understand.
We don't think you're strange. We know.
Oh, okay.
Now I know why you're going around calling everyone losers, because what the kids call you.
He's used to that word.
Kids are like, sir, you're a loser, singing like that.
Stone.
On
They
the
say you gotta
cover
get
of
my
the Rolling Stone,
picture.
gonna buy me 5 copies.
Got a
See
copy
my
from my mother.
smiling face on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Paul,
Yeah.
I think it's time you updated your rules for the panel. No singing.
He's too busy. He's shoving every one of them Cheetos in his mouth that he can fit. You've been watching them squirrels.
I don't mind him eating Doritos. Don't mind him walking away. Just put the no singing rule in.
Okay, no singing rule except for
the loser in the bottom corner.
Mr. Cadena.
There you go.
You mean loser?
Well, the bell's going to ring in 2 minutes, guys.
Lance, if I sent you a trophy that's said loser on it, would you display it for your kids to see?
Sure.
Right, I'm gonna work on that. See how much it'll cost me to send you a loser trophy.
Yeah, might not be worth it for that because it won't get here till July or June 16th.
Yeah, but it'd be funny if I can get it there and just have, on the last day, just put it on your table.
Yeah. Senior's last day is the 5th.
I can get it there for the 5th, and then you can have it. You can have it where it says "You're all losers."
Yeah. And we sold our last senior ad. That's good. That's good.
What do you got? A certain number of senior ads you have to sell?
The more we sell, the more money we make because that's pure profit. Because we just put it in the book, and so we try to sell as many as we can.
So what do? They they're listed under sponsors.
Yeah, and they can buy a full page, half a page, or a quarter page, and they.
Now, do you get any businesses doing that, or just parents?
Do I get business, or do I get what?
Is it businesses that do that, or is it parents?
The parents put their senior, so parents will put something in there like, Johnny, can't believe you made it through the 12 years. Congratulations. And then pictures of him. And then, that's on a page in the yearbook. And so parents can buy a section of, buy a page.
So it's parental sponsors.
Yes, basically. Yep. I had an uncle buy 2 pages for his nephew at $125 a page.
Wow.
That was nice of him. And he said, can they be side by side, on this, when you look at the pages? I said, yeah, we can do that. We welcome your business. You want me to jump? How high do you want me to jump?
Did you charge extra for that?
I should have. I should have said Paul Murray wanted me to charge you extra. In fact, I'll email him right now.
There you go.
You got chocolate right there.
No, that's it, and that's my face going to hell.
Okay. Well, fellas, hey, that was my bell, and I've got to
Okay.
get
You gotta
rolling.
go. I
Yeah.
gotta go.
So,
Okay,
Well,
everybody. Hey, thanks
catch
for
you
being here.
always
We'll
easy.
see all of you again later today.
okay,
Have
bye now.
fun.
Joe, what time is your deal tonight?
Oh, Lance, loser.
My thing, I'm gonna leave in about an hour and a half and I'll be back one time.
Okay, all right. You'll be back for tonight. All right. Everybody take care. We'll see